Tired of coming home after a long shift with a laundry list of things you need to get done just to be too exhausted to do any of it? In this video, we're going to talk about how to reclaim your sleep quality as a firefighter without needing any supplements so that you don't have to waste hours falling asleep, napping, falling behind on work at the house, or missing time with your family when it matters most. Also, as a bonus, I will be including a sleep tip about alcohol at the end of the video. Here's the thing, sleep deprivation is a guaranteed part of the job, and yet it is one of the most destructive forces working against your health, your fitness, your recovery, and the way that you show up on scene. But when this domino is fixed, it improves your quality of life immensely, as voiced by one of my clients, Gail, whose testimony you can find linked in this video. The truth is simple, you can train hard, you can eat clean, but if your sleep is garbage, then your progress will always be slower, harder, and more frustrating than it needs to be. Sleep deprivation is the silent killer in the fire service. It is the reason so many firefighters feel tired all day, wired at night, stressed, inflamed, hungry, moody, and constantly running on fumes. You know it's real when you start snapping at your crew, losing patience at home, and feeling like your fuse shrinks more every single year. And what kills progress faster than anything is when you start believing that this is just the way the job is. That the only answer is to buy more caffeine or take another Zyn, I don't know. Listen, I've lived this. I know exactly how it feels. You get off shift, you feel like you got hit by a truck, and you wanna go to sleep, but you're wired. You wanna be productive, but you're dragging. You try working out, but everything feels heavy, especially the stairs. The truth is your nervous system is out of rhythm. Your sleep cycle is broken, and no amount of motivation can overcome a nervous system that is stuck in the wrong gear. The fire service normalizes sleep deprivation, but the human body never adapts to it. You never become immune. You just learn how to tolerate misery, and that becomes the real danger. You start thinking that the tired version of you is the real you. So now I want to shift into the part that matters the most. You cannot control the tones. You cannot control the calls. You cannot control the pace of your city. But here's the thing, you can control the way you prepare your nervous system to recover between shifts. And that is everything, because you do not need more supplements, you do not need more pills, and you do not need more hacks or gadgets. What you need is structure. This is the sleep protocol that I teach inside the Reclaim Firefighter Fitness program. 6 steps, a simple structure, a predictable rhythm that trains your nervous system to return to calm even when life is chaotic. This protocol has helped hundreds of firefighters lower their resting heart rate, improve their recovery, wake up more refreshed, lose weight more efficiently, and think with a clearer head. And finally, they get to stop feeling like they are fighting their own biology every day. So let's start with the first step. Step 1 is planning for sleep. You have to understand it starts the moment that you wake up. Get sunlight, even just indirect sunlight, not through a window, actual sunlight on your face and your eyes. This anchors your circadian rhythm and it tells your brain when the day begins so that it knows when the day should end by timing the release of melatonin. It does not have to be long. Even a couple minutes outside helps. This is one step that begins the chain reaction that sets up quality sleep later on. Okay, step 2. This is going to be hard for a lot of firefighters, but 10 hours before you go to bed, cut off caffeine. I know firefighters live on coffee, but caffeine has a long half-life. If you drink it too late, you do not even feel the effects, but the chemical is still in your system. That prevents your deep and your REM sleep. It prevents the stage of sleep that repairs your brain and your body. Just because you can go to sleep after a pot of coffee, if you're out there, you know who you are. That does not mean the quality of your sleep is good. This step alone can have massive effects on your body. Okay, step 3, 3 hours before bed. Stop eating, stop giving your digestive system more work. Your body cannot be in recovery mode when it is actively digesting food. When you stop food 3 hours before bed, your heart rate gets lower, your sleep becomes deeper, you wake up less in the middle of the night, and you recover faster. This is one of the most powerful steps in the entire protocol. Step 4, 2 hours before bed. Stop any kind of intense training, both physically and mentally. Stop wasting anything that spikes your heart rate or elevates your stress. Your nervous system needs time to settle down. Firefighters often do the opposite. They try to cram workouts into the wrong part of the day and then wonder why they cannot fall asleep or why they wake up exhausted. When you stop stimulating the sympathetic nervous system 2 hours before bed, your body is allowed to naturally shift towards calm. All right, step 5. 1 hour before bed, cut off screens. If you simply cannot cut off screens entirely, if Netflix is too much to spare, then at least invest in a good pair of blue light blocking glasses. They have to have an amber tint. The thing is, your brain reads screen light the same as daylight. That pushes your sleep cycle further back. But when you cut off the screens, filter the light, your brain begins releasing melatonin naturally. You get tired, you fall asleep faster, your sleep becomes deeper. Last step, set a reverse alarm that tells you when to go to bed. 0 excuses, 0 guesswork, and 0 randomness around your bedtime. Set a reverse alarm that tells you when to go to sleep. You already set an alarm to wake up, now you need one to wind down. Sleep is not this passive thing, it is a skill. All right, bonus tip on alcohol, and I'm not going to tell you whether to drink alcohol, whether to not, but you do have a right to know that even one drink can disrupt your sleep for up to 48 hours afterwards. So do with that what you will, and take it into consideration with the fact that your sleep is already disrupted on a pretty regular basis. So what's this really about? This isn't about the quantity of your hours, since that's not really under your control in the first place, at least all of the time. It's about the quality of the hours that you do get. This protocol works because it respects physiology. It respects your hormones. It respects your circadian rhythm. And it fits the fire service because it is simple. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need a perfect schedule. You need structure. You need intention. And you need to stop accepting exhaustion as a price of just doing the job. In fact, one of the captains that I work with, Gail, came into the program feeling like his sleep and his energy were broken beyond repair. He was dragging through the day, he was chugging energy drinks, and he felt older than he should have. Within 3 weeks of following this protocol, his resting heart rate dropped, his mood has improved, and his energy has finally come back. Not only that, but his workouts have improved, his recovery has improved, and he has broke through his weight loss plateau finally. And his confidence on top of that has shot through the roof. Nothing magical. He simply aligned his nervous system with the way the human body is meant to function. There's another firefighter I had been working with, Scott, had been struggling with energy for years. He thought he needed supplements. He thought he needed some complicated solution. But when he applied this protocol consistently, he started waking up feeling human again. That was just the beginning. His entire transformation has been impacted with better recovery, better performance, and body composition. Not only that, but he's more patient at home, and he's a better leader as the president of his union. The fact is, everything improved because he finally gave his body what it had been missing for years. So, here's my message to you. You do not have to live at the mercy of exhaustion. You're not broken. You simply need a system that works for firefighters, not a system designed for people with perfect schedules and perfect sleep environments. You can improve your sleep. You can improve your recovery. You can reclaim the energy you used to have coming out of the academy, to feel strong again, to feel sharp, and to be on top of your game. So here's the thing. If you are ready to get your health and fitness back under control and you want a system that is built specifically for firefighters, not people with perfect 9-to-5 schedules, then I'll invite you to book a call with me and hear about the program. But let me be clear with you. This is for firefighters who are serious about stepping up with a proven system that's already helped hundreds of firefighters with structure and accountability. If that's you, then click the link that I'll list down below and find a time to book a call with me. This isn't some cookie cutter system, so when you book a call, we will go through exactly where you are now, where you want to go, what's been holding you back, and what the exact plan to move you forward in a way that sticks would actually look like. All right, you guys, keep your eye out for more videos in the near future, and don't forget to check my page for the podcast Firefighter Therapy as well. Lastly, I'm just going to leave you with a question. If you believe that being in shape is part of the uniform, what are you doing about it? I'll see you guys soon.